Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money, opportunities, and success so effortlessly, while others work harder than ever and still struggle just to make ends meet? I'm here to tell you the truth. It's not about luck, and it's not about talent. It's all about mindset. Yes, what you believe, how you think, and the habits you practice every single day are what determine whether you live a life of freedom or a life of constant stress. Today, I'm going to show you the key differences between a rich mindset and a poor mindset, so you can start changing your life, starting right now. Make sure you watch this video carefully, because what you're about to hear could completely rewrite your future. Have you ever wondered what truly separates the rich from the poor? It's not luck, it's not where they were born, and it's definitely not some secret they're hiding. It's something much deeper, something that starts right here, in your mind. Today, we're diving into the two fundamental mindset shifts that can completely transform your financial reality. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share could be the key you've been looking for. Let's start with the first, and arguably the most powerful difference: how they see the world. The poor see obstacles. The rich see opportunities. It's that simple. Let me give you a crystal clear example. When faced with something they desire, a poor mindset immediately says, "I can't afford it." It's a statement, a dead end, a closed door. But a rich mindset asks a question. It asks, how can I afford it? Do you see the shift? One is passive, waiting for something to happen, waiting for permission. The other is active. It's a problem solver, a creator of solutions. Your thoughts are like seeds. If you consistently plant seeds of scarcity, telling yourself you can't, it's too expensive, it's impossible, then your life will grow a garden of lack and limitation. But if you start planting seeds of abundance, asking how, looking for ways, believing in possibilities, you'll be amazed as opportunities start showing up everywhere. They were always there, you just couldn't see them before. So, take a moment and ask yourself honestly, what kind of seeds have you been planting in your mind lately? This brings me to the second crucial difference: responsibility versus excuses. Rich people take 100% responsibility for their lives, for their results, for their failures, and for their successes. Poor people, on the other hand, often make excuses. They blame their circumstances, their past, their boss, the economy, you name it. But here's a hard truth: excuses never pay the bills, excuses never build businesses, and excuses will certainly never create financial freedom. I once met a man who was a master of excuses. He blamed his dead-end job, his unsupportive parents, even the weather for his financial struggles. He was 35 years old and felt completely stuck, with nothing to show for his life. In that very same city, I knew another man. He started with even less, but he took responsibility. He decided his current situation was not his final destination. He started small, took ownership of his mistakes, invested in himself, and relentlessly learned new skills. 5 years later, he was financially free. The difference is night and day. One man took ownership of his life's steering wheel. The other gave his power away to circumstances and sat in the passenger seat, complaining about the driver. So, here's the second question for you today. Are you the owner of your life, or are you giving your power away? Are you the captain of your ship, or are you just a passenger being tossed around by the waves? The good news is that you can change your mindset starting right now. It begins with awareness. Start by catching yourself when you say, "I can't afford it," and change it to, "How can I afford it?" Start by catching yourself when you make an excuse and instead ask, "What can I do to change this?" It's a daily practice, a mental muscle that you need to build. But every time you do it, you're planting a new seed. You're taking back control, you're rewriting your financial story. Your past doesn't have to equal your future. The choice to change your mindset is yours and yours alone. It's the most important investment you will ever make. Don't let another day go by living with a mindset that holds you back. Decide today to see opportunities, not obstacles. Decide today to take responsibility, not make excuses. Your future self will thank you for it. Here is a brutal truth that separates the successful from the struggling. Most people live for instant gratification. They see something shiny, they want it now, buy now, regret later. Spend now, worrying about the bills later. It's a cycle of temporary highs followed by long-term pain. But rich minds, successful minds, they operate differently. They think long-term. They understand the power of delaying pleasure for a much bigger reward down the road. They invest their time, money, and energy into things that will grow, knowledge, new skills, and assets that generate income. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine two friends, Alex and Ben. They're the same age, grew up in the same city, and had the same opportunities. Alex loved the good life. He had to have the newest phone every year, a fresh wardrobe every month, and was always posting pictures from his latest vacation. He was living in the moment, and it looked great on social media. Ben, on the other hand, was different. He was almost invisible. While Alex was spending, Ben was investing. Every spare penny went into online courses, learning about stocks, and experimenting with small online businesses. He drove an old car and rarely went out to the outside world. It looked like Alex was winning. Now, let's fast forward 10 years. Alex is now drowning in debt. The car is old, the clothes are faded, and the phone bills have piled up. He's stuck in a job he dislikes, just to make the minimum payments on his credit cards. He's constantly stressed, always worrying about the next bill. His life is a constant struggle, a direct result of his short-term choices. And what about Ben? Well, Ben is now traveling the world, but this time, he's not on a tight budget. He works on his own terms, managing the businesses he built. His investments have grown, and his money is now working for him, earning more money while he sleeps. He has freedom. This isn't just a story. It's a reality for millions of people. The choices you make today, just for today, they are the seeds you're planting for your life 5, 10, even 20 years from now. Every dollar you spend, every hour you waste, is a choice. So ask yourself this: are you planting trees that will one day provide shade and fruit for years to come? Or are you just burning the wood you have now for a little bit of temporary warmth, leaving you with nothing for the cold nights ahead? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you make every single day. Now let's talk about another massive difference, something that holds so many people back: fear versus faith. Here's a secret most people never realize. Fear is the #1 enemy of success. It's the invisible cage that keeps people trapped in mediocrity. The poor mind is completely ruled by fear. It's a constant narrative of what ifs. What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? What if I lose the money I have? What if I get rejected? This fear paralyzes them, preventing them from ever taking the first step. On the flip side, rich minds are ruled by faith. And I'm not talking about blind optimism. I'm talking about a deep, uncheckable faith in themselves. A faith in the endless possibilities that exist. A core belief that even if they don't know all the answers right now, they are capable of figuring it out along the way. Think about it for a second. Every single successful entrepreneur, every groundbreaking investor, every famous creator you admire, they all started exactly where you are right now. They had doubts, they had fears, they had people telling them they were crazy. The difference wasn't the absence of fear. The difference was that they chose to act in spite of the fear. They didn't wait for the fear to magically disappear, because it never does. They understood that fear is just a signal. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, we're entering new territory here, be careful. It's not a stop sign. It's not a wall. Rich minds feel the fear and use it as fuel. They reframe it. The fear of failure becomes the excitement of learning. The fear of rejection becomes a challenge to improve their pitch. Faith is the fuel that drives you through the fog of uncertainty. Fear is the anchor that holds you in the harbor. So, you have to ask yourself a very serious question. Will you let fear be the author of your life story, keeping you on the same predictable, safe chapter? Or will you let faith be your guide, leading you on an adventure towards greatness? This leads us directly to the next critical mindset shift: learning versus complaining. I want you to observe the people around you. Listen to their conversations. You'll quickly notice a pattern. The poor mind complains, the rich mind learns. When something goes wrong, the immediate reaction of a poor mindset is to blame. The economy is bad. My boss is unfair. It's just too hard. I don't have the right connections. It's a constant stream of excuses that places the power and responsibility outside of themselves. They become victims of their circumstances. The rich mind, however, sees the world completely differently. They understand that the world is one big, free university. Every setback, every failure, every obstacle is not a roadblock. It's a lesson. It is the universe teaching you something valuable that you need to know for the next level of your journey. Instead of saying, "It's too hard," they ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I approach this differently next time? What skill am I missing that would make this easier?" They take ownership. Here's a secret that the super successful understand. Long-term success is rarely about more talent. We all know talented people who have gone nowhere. Success is about your ability to learn, adapt, and grow faster than everyone else. It's about your hunger for knowledge. Think about this. If you dedicated just 1 hour every single day to learning, reading a book, watching an educational video, listening to a podcast, taking an online course in just 1 year, would be so far ahead of the average person. It would be unbelievable. You would literally be 10 times more knowledgeable, more skilled, and more capable. Complaining is like sitting in a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it gets you absolutely nowhere. Learning is the engine that will take you anywhere you want to go. Every single day, you choose to either complain or learn. Which will it be? Finally, let's talk about the big one. The one that makes people uncomfortable, but is the key to everything: your money mindset. Let's be honest. How do you talk about money? For most people, the conversation is filled with negativity and scarcity. Poor mindsets say things like, "Money is the root of all evil. It's so hard to get money. You have to be lucky or greedy to be rich." They see money as an elusive, difficult, and almost dirty thing to pursue. Rich mindsets have a completely different relationship with money. They say, "Money is a tool. It's a resource. How can I make this tool work for me?" They see money as neutral, like energy. It's not good or bad. It's an amplifier. It simply amplifies who you already are. Money doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your fears, your past failures, or where you came from. It only responds to action, strategy, and most importantly, mindset. Think of wealth generation like a river. The poor mindset builds sandcastles on the shore. They sit there, hoping and wishing that the water, the money, will somehow come to them. They might get a little splash every now and then, but eventually, the tide goes out, and their sandcastle crumbles. They're passive. The rich mindset, however, doesn't wait on the shore. They learn to build a raft, then a boat, then a ship. They learn to read the currents of the market. They learn how to navigate, how to steer, and how to use the river's power to take them where they want to go. They actively engage with the flow of money and learn how to direct it. So, the final question for you today is this: when it comes to your financial life, are you just building sandcastles on the shore, hoping for a lucky wave? Or are you actively learning how to navigate the river of wealth? Your mindset is the compass. Your actions are the rudder. It's time to stop waiting and start navigating. These are not just feel-good ideas. They are the fundamental mental shifts that create real, lasting change. It's the difference between a life of struggle and a life of abundance. It starts with your thinking. Change your mind, and you will absolutely change your life. All right, let's dive into the 7th mindset shift that separates the wealthy from everyone else. This one is a game changer. And it's something many people overlook until it's too late. It's all about networking versus isolation. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people spend the most time with. This isn't just a motivational quote. It's a fundamental truth about human behavior and success. Think about it. When you surround yourself with people who complain, who see limits everywhere, who are content with mediocrity, what happens? Their mindset starts to rub off on you. Their negativity, their lack of ambition, it becomes your normal. This is the trap of isolation. People with a scarcity mindset tend to isolate themselves. They stick to what's familiar. They stay inside their comfort zones. And they avoid people who challenge them. Why? Because it's comfortable. It feels safe. But safety doesn't lead to growth. It leads to stagnation. Now, let's look at what people with an abundance mindset do. They actively build networks. They intentionally seek out and surround themselves with individuals who are smarter, more successful, more ambitious, and more knowledgeable than they are. They understand that proximity is power. When you're in a room with people who are playing a bigger game, you're forced to level up. Their standards become your standards. Their conversations about opportunities, investments, and growth replace conversations about problems and limitations. Imagine you want to start a business. If you spend all your time with friends and family who work 9 to -5 jobs and think entrepreneurship is too risky, what kind of advice will you get? They'll project their own fears onto you. They'll say things like, "Are you sure? It sounds dangerous," or "What if you fail?" They mean well, but they're pulling you back into the comfort zone. On the other hand, if you join a mastermind group or go to networking events with successful entrepreneurs, the conversation is completely different. They'll ask, "Great idea. Have you thought about your target market?" Or, "I know a great book on marketing you should read." They see possibilities, not problems. They offer solutions, not doubts. This is the power of a strong network. Wealthy-minded individuals are constantly seeking mentors. They aren't afraid to look stupid by asking questions. They know that every question is an opportunity to learn. They absorb knowledge like a sponge from those who have already walked the path. So, take a hard look at your circle. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? Be honest with yourself. Are they lifting you up, pushing you to be better, and expanding your vision of what's possible? Or are they unintentionally holding you back, keeping you small, and reinforcing a mindset of scarcity? The choice of who you allow into your inner circle is one of the most significant financial and personal decisions you will ever make. Choose wisely. This brings us to our 8th point, and it's the engine that drives all the other mindsets forward: action versus procrastination. This is the great divider. It is the one thing that separates dreamers from doers, the rich from the poor. People with a scarcity mindset are chronic procrastinators. They're always waiting for the perfect time. They say, "I'll start my business when I have more money," or "I'll start investing once I learn everything there is to know," or "I'll apply for that promotion when I feel more confident." They are waiting for all the stars to align, for a sign from the universe, for a moment when there's zero risk and zero fear. But here's the cold, hard truth: the perfect time will never come. It's a myth. It's an illusion we create to protect ourselves from the fear of failure. Waiting for the perfect moment is just a dressed-up version of procrastination. Now, let's look at the abundance mindset. Rich-minded people are masters of action. They don't wait for perfection. They start now and adjust later. They have an idea, and they take the first small step, then the next. They operate on a principle of ready, fire, aim. Not ready, aim, aim, aim. They understand that momentum is created through action, not through thinking about action. Every successful person you admire, from Steve Jobs to Oprah Winfrey, made countless mistakes. They launched products that failed. They faced rejection. They had moments of crippling doubt. The difference is, they didn't let those things stop them. They didn't wait to feel 100% ready, because they knew that feeling would never arrive. Confidence isn't something you have before you start. It's something you build by starting. Think about it in your own life. How many ideas have you had that you never acted on? How many goals have you set that are still sitting on a piece of paper? Often, the only thing standing between you and that goal is the first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, not with staring at the map for 1,000 hours. Action provides clarity. You can't steer a parked car. You need to be moving to be able to adjust your course. When you take action, you get real-world feedback. You learn what works and what doesn't. You gain experience. This is far more valuable than any amount of theoretical knowledge. So ask yourself this critical question: are you waiting or are you moving? Are you a spectator in the game of your own life, or are you on the field playing to win? Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Take one small, imperfect action today. That's how you start building a life of abundance. Finally, we arrive at our ninth and perhaps most profound mindset difference: gratitude versus entitlement. This might sound a bit soft compared to topics like investing or taking action, but I assure you, it is the foundation upon which all sustainable wealth and happiness are built. People with a scarcity mindset often operate from a place of entitlement. They feel the world owes them something. They focus on what they don't have. They complain about their circumstances, their boss, the government, the economy. Their internal monologue is a list of grievances. I deserve a raise. It's not fair that they have it so easy. Why do bad things always happen to me? This sense of entitlement is a poison. It blocks growth, because if you believe your problems are someone else's fault, you give away your power to fix them. It creates bitterness and resentment, pushing away opportunities and positive relationships. Entitlement is the enemy of abundance. On the flip side, people with a rich mindset cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. They are genuinely thankful for what they have right here, right now, even as they strive for more. Gratitude isn't about ignoring your problems. It's about shifting your focus. It's about recognizing the good that already exists in your life. When you start your day with gratitude, your entire perspective shifts. Instead of waking up thinking about your problems, try this. Before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be anything. Be grateful for your health, even if it's not perfect. Be grateful for your family or friends. Be grateful for the roof over your head. Be grateful for the coffee you're about to drink. Be grateful for the very fact that you woke up today and have a new opportunity to make a difference. This simple practice has a powerful effect. Gratitude opens the door to abundance. When you focus on what you have, you signal to your brain and to the universe that you are ready to receive more. You start noticing opportunities you were blind to before. Your energy changes. You become more positive, more approachable, more resilient. People are drawn to grateful people. Opportunities flow to those who appreciate them. Entitlement repels. Gratitude attracts. It's that simple. When you focus on what you lack, you will always find more to lack. But when you focus on what you have, you will find you have more than you ever imagined. Gratitude is the bedrock of a wealthy life, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Success isn't magic. It isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's a direct result of your mindset. It's about the daily choices you make in how you think and how you act. Let's recap. People with an abundance mindset see opportunities where others see problems. They take radical responsibility for their lives. They think long-term, planting trees whose shade they may not sit in. They act in spite of fear. They are lifelong learners, always curious. They use their money as a tool to build freedom. They build powerful networks. They take massive, imperfect action. And they anchor it all in a foundation of gratitude. People with a scarcity mindset, on the other hand, do the opposite. They focus on obstacles, blame others, seek instant gratification, let fear paralyze them. think they know it all, spend money to impress, isolate themselves, procrastinate, and operate from a place of entitlement. The good news is that your mindset is not fixed. It's a choice. You can choose, right now, to start adopting the habits and thoughts of the wealthy. Start with one. Just pick one of these 9 points and commit to working on it for the next 30 days. Your life can and will transform. The power is in your hands. You have a choice, right here, right now. It's a power that you hold in every single moment of your life. It's the power to choose your thoughts, the power to choose your actions, and ultimately, the power to choose your habits. These choices, big and small, are the building blocks of your entire reality. Imagine for a second what your life could look like if you deliberately chose thoughts that empowered you, actions that moved you forward, and habits that built you up. Imagine waking up every day with a sense of purpose and control, knowing that you are the architect of your own destiny. This isn't just a fantasy. It's a possibility that starts with a single decision. If you watch this video every single day, if you let these truths sink into your subconscious, if you repeat them to yourself until they become your default setting, and most importantly, if you apply them, your life will change, I promise you. It will transform in ways you can't even fathom right now. The journey starts today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. That perfect moment you're waiting for will never arrive. The perfect moment is now. Stop waiting for permission. Stop making excuses. We all have them, right? I'm too tired. I don't have enough time. I don't know where to start. These are just stories we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. But growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Today is the day you take control. Take control of that inner voice that tells you you're not good enough. Take control of the snooze button. Take control of the mindless scrolling and replace it with intentional action. Every small act of discipline is a vote for the person you want to become. Think about your future self, 5, 10, 20 years from now. That person is either going to thank you or resent you for the choices you make today. Imagine them looking back at this exact moment. Will they see someone who gave in to fear and procrastination, or someone who stood up and said, "Enough is enough. My life is my responsibility"? Make the choice that your future self will be proud of. They are counting on you. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world. If you believe the world is full of limitations, you will find them everywhere. But if you believe the world is full of opportunities, you will see them in every corner. You have the power to clean that lens. You have the power to shift your perspective from one of scarcity to one of abundance. Let's talk about habits. Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. What are you repeatedly doing? Are your daily routines building a life of mediocrity or a life of mastery? Start with one small change, just one. Maybe it's waking up 15 minutes earlier to meditate or read. Maybe it's swapping one sugary drink for a glass of water. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for before bed. These small, consistent actions create a ripple effect that will compound over time into massive, life-altering results. Don't underestimate the power of repetition. Repeating these truths isn't just about empty affirmations. It's about rewiring your brain. You are literally creating new neural pathways, reinforcing a mindset of strength, resilience, and proactivity. You are training your mind to work for you, not against you. This isn't about being perfect. You will have days where you slip up. You will have moments of doubt. That's part of the process. The key is not to let a setback become a surrender. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and get right back on track. True strength isn't about never falling down. It's about how quickly you get back up, every single time. So, let's make a commitment together, right now. A commitment to ourselves. A commitment to our future. The power is in your hands. The choice is yours. What will you choose? Will you let life happen to you, or will you happen to life? If this video inspired you, if you felt a spark ignite inside you, then do 3 things. First, Like this video to let me know it resonated. Second, share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. And third, go down to the comments and declare your intention. Right? I'm taking control of my mindset today. Make it public, make it real, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because every single day, we're here, sharing powerful videos designed to help you change your life from the inside out. Remember this always, your mindset creates your life. Make it rich.